Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. Now, I've been up all night making videos. I was literally about to go to sleep, take a little bit of a quick sleep, I guess you could say, get some rest, and then wake back up and work on some more videos. But I was laying in bed on my phone and a big update was announced where tomorrow, November 8th, on all platforms, we are getting 2 new multiplayer maps as well as a new game mode, Hardpoint, into this game. And definitely some info we need to talk about in this video because we do have some info on what these maps may contain, and this looks like obviously very positive news, but there might be some negative side to it as well. We're going to talk about it all in this video. If you guys could drop a like on this thing, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's go for 508 likes. Like I said, been up all night working on these videos. I really do appreciate everyone supporting. You know, it's been absolutely awesome. I've been having a lot of fun just making content for you guys. So smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers. We just hit 980,000, so I really do appreciate that. And let's go ahead and talk about this right away. So basically, this was tweeted out from Call of Duty right at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and this is from the official Call of Duty account. Free maps and Hardpoint coming to Modern Warfare. Now, I will show up on the screen right now. As you guys can see, this is their promo image. They say new multiplayer map, check, Shoot House, new ground war map, check, Krovnik Farmland, and check for Hardpoint. Free for all players, playable November 8th on all platforms. Friday, obviously, November 8th. Now, this is pretty exciting. This is obviously confirmed straight up from Call of Duty, and you can see from the image here, first of all, if you look at it, right there, we can see in the bottom right, new ground war map, Krovnik Farmland. Now, I'm looking through the comments and what people are saying, and they are saying that if you ever played Blackout at Rivertown, it does kind of look similar, the layout with the gas station right next to the building. I don't know, that's just something I've seen people talking about. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to be based off of Blackout, probably not, but that is definitely a point I saw someone make on Twitter, and I was like, oh, that does kind of make sense. But yeah, Krovnik Farmland is looking to be a ground war map, so probably we could assume it's going to be 32v32 or something like that. Obviously being added to ground war, which is something that we need because, you know, they had Anaya Palace or whatever that was made for 20v20, and they sort of just scrapped that and left that now in 10v10 TDM. So this is definitely good for the ground war fans because as of right now, it's basically you're just picking between playing in the city or playing in the quarry, and both those maps are good in ways but also have flaws, so it's going to be exciting to introduce this. And then the next one here says new multiplayer map, Shoot House. Now this is where things get interesting, guys. This is where things get interesting because basically we've had leaks before in this game, right? I've been talking about these leaks, and under the leaks for Gunfight, Shoot House was listed in the files back when this was leaked a couple days ago or maybe a week ago as a Gunfight map on the leaks. This image was leaked that they are presenting, and as well as in the files under a Gunfight map, along with Cage, Cargo, Hook, Exclusion Zone, and then Shoot House. Now this is interesting here because on the actual poster that they put up, they say ground war map, Krovnik Farmland, so we obviously know that's ground war, but then they don't say if it's gunfight, 6v6, or 10v10 for Shoot House. They just say new multiplayer map. Yo, what is up guys? As I was about to click render on this video, a new article just came out right now from Charlie Intel, which is basically the most reputable blog and news and update website out there for Call of Duty. And basically it is announced that the Shoot House map, which is just showed as in the files as a gunfight map, and which was showed as just listed as a new multiplayer map on the poster, it was confirmed by an Activision rep, confirmed to Charlie Intel that it is a 6v6 map. That is the new update that we're getting right now, and a ground war map called Krovnik Farmland. So that's basically all it says. It doesn't give, this article doesn't give any intel about that. I don't know why they wouldn't just put on the poster 6v6 multiplayer map, and so there wasn't any confusion on this. Who knows? But anyway, there's basically a private conversation where a rep from Infinity Ward, or no, an Activision rep, not an Infinity Ward rep, confirmed to Charlie Intel that it is a 6v6 map. Now, we don't have any more info than that, but obviously I would say we got to trust Charlie Intel because they have been the most reliable source in the Call of Duty, basically in the community for years and years and years. So that is good news. Definitely looks like this is going to be a 6v6 map. I don't know if it'll also be a gunfight map, but yeah, just wanted to update that obviously before I get this video up. But for the rest of the video, it's going to be me talking, you know, a little bit about basically my thoughts about gunfight, my thoughts about the amount of maps in this game and all that sort of stuff. But just want to get that update in here and add that in. This will be a 6v6 map, it's looking like, because this Activision Activision rep confirming. Once again, why didn't they just come out and say this on the official announcement? Who knows? Who knows? It's a freaking mess out here, guys. I'm trying to report this news as best as I can, but I'm doing my best. I haven't slept. I'm trying to get this news up to you guys, so drop a like and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. But I do think that at this stage in the game, we have a lot of people obviously complaining about the maps or wanting more maps or not liking the design of the maps, and especially just having 2 options in Ground War, and you don't even have the option to vote on the map. So Farmland, I think, could really help out Ground War because you're obviously increasing by 33% the amount of maps. And Shoot House, I don't know what to say other than that's the info we have as of right now. They're wording it as a new multiplayer map. I'm hoping this thing's 6v6, but let's be honest, it's Infinity Ward, and there's a good chance this might be just a gunfight map, and that would kind of suck, to be honest. The next part, we'll talk about that more in a second. The next part of this, obviously, is that they announced that not only those 2 maps are what we're getting, but we're also getting Hardpoint, which is going to be nice. I definitely think Hardpoint is a mode that should work well in this game. I don't know why they were holding it back. I was watching some like professional or competitive players play it, and it looked like the spawns were like really bad in Hardpoint. But then honestly, you watch other clips on Twitter. Like I watched a clip today where someone spawned and walked into a claymore just in a normal public match, and I'm thinking in my head, like, you know, I've known Call of Duty. I've played Call of Duty for like a decade straight. That's not supposed to happen. That is just a clear flaw in the design. Usually, if you have a sentry gun, if you have one of those microwaves set up, if you have a claymore, or if you have any of that sort of stuff set up near a spawn point at all, it will cancel that spawn point and spawn them out to other areas. And obviously, if we're seeing stuff like that, I mean, you can just see a bunch of the crazy clips that have been happening on this game. A lot of this stuff, I mean, you got to think that it wasn't fully complete or it wasn't fully ready to go. I don't know why that was, but yeah, definitely Hardpoint is going to be very interesting into this game, and yeah, I'm very interested in seeing how the Hardpoint plays. Another thing to say about Hardpoint is with the Point Man second tier 2 perk, that's one that turns your kill streaks into score streaks, and traditionally it hasn't been that effective in this game overall. It has been for certain niche things if you're trying to do, you know, on Ground War, but for the main part in the game, it hasn't been the most effective because if you're trying to earn kill streaks faster, you have other options including Hardline or Kill Chain, which is my personal favorite for earning kill streaks. But with a game mode like Hardpoint, of course, which came out in the originally in Treyarch games in the Black Ops series, Black Ops 2, I think, was when Hardpoint was originally introduced. You know, that's one where you can farm the Hardpoint, getting on and off the Hardpoint, and just a bunch of points because of the way you can play the objective around that. So maybe that might make Point Man a little bit more reasonable. But either way, I'm excited to see Hardpoint added into the public matches. It will probably be added under a selection that you can filter under Quick Play, but I think maybe they'll add it also just under the main selection, similar to what they did when they added Kill Confirmed in. They made it so you could Quick Play and select it, or you could just straight up click on the Kill Confirmed. And I think those, you know, obviously you'd think it's the same mode. They're going to filter you all into the same matches, but that's definitely going to be interesting. And yeah, that's all the info we have as of right now. The other thing to talk about is obviously they've been talking about how we are going to get a update to the 725 shotgun, a nerf to that. We're going to get a buff to EOD. We're probably going to get some more weapon balancing, some footstep tuning. They have been teasing this, a lot of the workers at Infinity Ward, for a while now, and I'm not sure if this, I mean, I guess we could assume probably this is going to come out tomorrow as well, because if they're dropping new maps, they're obviously updating the game, and it would be kind of, it would really suck if they update with the maps and the game mode, but don't fix and come out with patch notes. So I'm guessing that, you know, when we're going to get some sort of balance changes and patch notes tomorrow, but who knows? That has not been announced at all, but they did actually say a couple of days ago, or they did say yesterday, I think it was, that, you know, over the next couple of days, we are going to be getting a patch note to fix that stuff, and that would make sense, of course. A couple of days, whatever, 2 or 3 days later, and this patch would line up. So this is going to be available Friday, 11/18, November 8th. Probably, I would guess, you know, usually when these patch updates come out, and they announced this at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time today on the 7th. So usually when they release updates, it's just traditionally across Call of Duty, it's at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. And I mean, I know that everyone's in crazy different time zones, but you guys can figure that out yourself. It's at the same time they usually drop. I'm just assuming that's probably what time it's going to drop, but they've confirmed this is free for everyone. Of course, with the way that they're doing it, they add in this content with these maps free, and this is what's interesting is it's like, it feels like, obviously, the game's been out 2 weeks. They're introducing free content already. This is earlier than they've ever done it before, but this game also came out with like 6 6v6 maps, 3 maps for 10v10, well, I guess 4 if you count the Anaya Palace, which is only in TDM. I play Dom, so only count 3. You know, it sort of came out incomplete or not fully ready to go, and now they're starting to drip this content out, and obviously we're going to have to wait and see what more comes from this. But that's about all the info we have as of right now. I'm really hoping Shoot Houses in 6v6, because personally, there's some maps on 6v6 that are really good. Like, I like Hackney Yard a lot. I think Gunrunner's good. There's some other maps that are, yeah, really a yikes from me, dog, when it comes to the 6v6. And if they just, honestly, Gunfight already has how many maps in this game? It seems like Gunfight has like 5 maps or something. You really think that, I get that trying to push Gunfight is their new mode, but you'd really think, guys, 6v6 and even 10v10, well, traditionally Ground War was 9v9, now, and I'm talking Ground War from previous CODs now, you know, that's what built Call of Duty to this point. It seems weird to sort of just divide half your efforts into a 2v2 mode, but I know Gunfight is going really well, and a lot of people are loving that. It's obviously a very, very cool mode, and the way they did it with the setups is very smart. I'm just hoping that Shoot House will be a map that we can get on 6v6, and obviously by the way they worded it, new multiplayer map, I mean, they know what they're doing with this. It's going to be interesting to see, because I know people are going to, if this is just in Gunfight, people are going to be really pissed off about this, and including myself, honestly, a little bit. But, you know, judging by the leaks, we sort of have to prepare ourselves. And, you know, this is Infinity Ward and Activision. This would not be the first time they've disappointed. I know some people are probably saying, what are you talking about, Goblin? 6v6 is garbage. I can't wait for this to come to Gunfight. I'm the Gunfight king. I'm number 2 on the leaderboards or whatever. And that's totally fine. But I would just think, you know, 6v6 it's got to be more played than Gunfight. I mean, we're playing Call of Duty. This game was built on 6v6, right? Either way, if this ends up just being a gunfight map, I'll probably just, you know, experience with the ground war, and hopefully that map will be good. And it looks like the positive thing from this as well, no matter what happens, is that we're going to, 2 weeks into the game, they're already starting the content, and it looks like a significant drop, right? 2 maps and 1 game mode. I mean, a game mode is sort of whatever. It's like Hardpoint. Should we even get excited about that? It's like, why wasn't Hardpoint available on release? But releasing 2 maps, okay, I do like that. And hopefully if they did this, you know, 2 weeks in, hopefully in the next 2 weeks we get some more stuff, and hopefully it continues to be consistent, and hopefully they update with more ground war maps, 6v6 maps, and 10v10 maps. Now also there's possibilities. I've seen people talking in the comments and on the timeline saying, oh, maybe the farmland could be used for 10v10 as well, or for 6v6 as well. You know, people are just saying all sorts of different stuff, but as of right now, all we really know is what was in the files and what they announced, and the rest of it is just speculation. But the good thing is we don't have to wait that long, because we're going to find out in less than 24 hours what's going to be happening. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like, subscribe.